What it is, YouTube, your boy Black Prince the Barber. Today in this video, I have an appointment. I am going to record it. I want you guys to stick around to see the final result. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button right here. Turn on post notification. Follow me on Instagram at black_prince79. And I'm pretty sure you guys seen that I changed my name from Black Prince the Barber to Prince the Barber. Because every time I give people my YouTube name and they spell black, B-L-A-C-K instead of B-L-C-K. So I just had to take the B-L-C-K part off and just put, just leave Prince the Barber. I find that should be really easy to look for because, like I said, a lot of people have problems finding my name when I tell them to subscribe to my channel. But with further ado, let's get today started. I'm in the bathroom, about to wash my face, brush my teeth, put a little beard balm on my beard and everything, and just get the day started. Jump in these clothes and head to the shop. Let's get it. Guys, just in case you want to know, the beard balm that I use, it's a beard kit that my wife bought me. I think she bought it for Father's Day. A lot of stuff come with it. It's the nourishing and moisturizer right here. I mean, I don't use everything at one time, but I'm growing this out, so bear with me. And this is the beard balm right here. I haven't used this one. I was using another product, but it's basically the same because, it's beard balm. But other than that, let's get the day started.
Hit him in the spine, knock his dreads off. My what is called a body. I didn't name them random mouse.
Alright guys, the very first thing you want to do is just grab the brush and brush the client's hair in the desired pattern that he brushes it. And be on the lookout for cowlicks or anything like that, because that's the point of brushing the client's hair, to be very thorough in what you're trying to do. So make sure everything just laying down to its pattern, and let's just keep it going until we get to the next step. After I'm done brushing my client's hair, I grab my trimmers and I put the first initial guideline in as if I'm lining my client's hair, because that's how I start my haircuts off neat. I used to go the opposite way, but I just started doing it this way because that would make the haircut and the blend neater. So just follow my steps and let's just see what comes next. Alright guys, before we go any further, I just want to let you guys know I had to go back to my Faz feeds. I still have my Babylist Pros, but you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to go back to my Faz feed because those was the first one that I started cutting hair with when I first started cutting hair. But I just want to follow back on these because, you know, those are my go-to clippers really, because it's just the point of, you know what I'm saying, they have more power than the Babylist. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Babylist are fire, but I just want to go back on these right here because, you know what I'm saying, you can always put that first initial guideline in easy. And remember to always go up an inch and brush your client's hair as needed, because you don't want to just start just putting the first initial guideline in without brushing, because you don't know what a blend gonna start at after you just put the guideline in. So just be aware of that. But other than that, enjoy the video. Alright guys, the very first thing I do is just slap my #1 guard on my Faz feed and go up a whole inch. Now, my client said he wanted his hair to be short at the parietal ridge because he was growing it different from how he grew on the top. He don't want nothing blend with the top or anything. And always remember to go back over your work as needed, because you want to always have a clean canvas to cut on. You don't want your canvas to be sloppy. And remember to always keep that brush in your hand when you combing or cutting your client's hair, because you want everything to be neat. Like I always say, you start a neat haircut, you end it neat. That will keep your clientele coming back. And then that what gives them the opportunity to go out and tell other people who cut your hair or cut their hair, and they will be happy about that. But with further ado, man, let's just go ahead and finish watching this part right here and see where we end up. Alright guys, the only thing I'm doing is just leaving the #1 guard on my Faz feed and closing them just to only soften up that guideline from when I had the one open going up for my second initial guideline. Remember, I am not taking this guideline out. I'm just only softening it up so the next guard can fall behind that one to start to erase that guideline. Alright guys, now I slap my 0 guards on. I'm actually removing the middle guideline or the second initial guideline that I had with my 1 guard closed with the 0 guard. The 0 necessarily don't take the line completely out, because after this guard right here, I have to take my guard off and open my clippers just to do a little detail work behind my 0. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, everything gonna fall into place. So let's just keep watching to see what takes effect. Okay guys, this is where the detail come in at. I took the 0 guard off. Now I'm just using just my blade. Now, I just want you to know that the 0 guard did not remove the guideline as needed. So therefore, I had to take it off, open my blades, and just do a little detail underneath the 0. So do not apply too much pressure, because if you apply too much pressure, the lines will be hard to get out. So if you just let the clippers just glide over the fade, man, that fade will fall in place. I'm telling you, as a barber, man, I'm telling you, man. So just stick with it and let's do it. Now I slap my 1 guard back on and I closed them a 1/4 inch. What I'm doing now, I see a little weight right there, and I just want to I feel like I need to take that off so to make the blend as one, because you don't want to have no two different blends, you know what I'm saying? So blend tight as much as you can, because you want everything to fall in place as one. So I will be doing a lot of detail work in this area, so let's get it. In any type of haircut, everything repeats itself. Notice I just took my one guard off. Now I put my zero back on. Now my zero is actually a 1/4 inch. I'm taking that line out that I just had my one guard on, that I had close a 1/4 inch as well. See, you just actually repeating everything. So haircuts are actually, you know what I'm saying, a repetitive sport. You know what I'm saying? You're going to always have to go back to make sure everything is clean. It's just like you cleaning your car, man. You don't want to just wash your car and just say, okay, it's washed. Man, you just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, it's clean, so you won't have to go back over it. No guards, no nothing, just my straight clippers. I have my clippers closed now. Only thing I'm doing is just taking that line out that I put in with my trimmers earlier. Now, this is the tricky part. As you take that line out, you want to use the corners of your clippers and gradually open them so you can fade that line into the zero close and the one open and the one on the 3/4 level and the zero on the 3/4 level. I mean, it's just a tricky haircut, but you have to make it work. But as you notice, I'm going back and forth to make sure that blend fills in, because I don't want to leave no dark spots or no dark hairs anywhere. Like Get Beam always said, let's get it, man, because you know what I'm saying, take your time. The fade will fall in place. Alrighty then, guys, this is some lineup trim and edge spray I bought from one of these beauty supply stores. I really can't remember exactly where I bought it from, but this stuff actually worked. The only thing I did was just cut my client's hair down with the one guard closed, and I sprayed the spray on his hairline. And what I'm doing now, I'm just brushing it in place so it can lock up, and his hairline will not move, because when I put the trimmers on his hairline, crunch time. So let's get it. Big shout out to Game Changer, man. So I just want to let everybody know I'm in Game Changer old seat. I'm cutting at this old barbershop that he was working at and everything, and I'll be trying to reach out to him on YouTube, but it seems like I don't know what to do to reach out to him. So Game Changer, man, if you're looking at this video or anybody tell you about it, man, get at your boy, man. So let's keep this video rolling. Alright guys, we up to the lineup process now. Like I always say in all my videos, always start in the middle and work your way to the right, or always start in the middle and work your way to the left. But either way it go, at the end of the haircut procedure, everything have to be equal and everything have to, you know what I'm saying, look the same on each side. You don't want one side to be different from the other. So even if you have to stand in front of your client to make sure everything is, you know, parallel of how the haircut should fall in place or the lineup should fall in place, man, you have to do that, because that's part of being a barber. So let's get it. Now guys, the lineup is already crispy. The only thing I'm doing now is just going back behind the lineup with the razor to make sure everything fall in place. And therefore, you know what I'm saying, I'll be done with my client. But always remember to put that razor on the lineup or the edge up after each cut, because the hairs that the trimmers don't get, be sure that the razor will go back and give it a nice clean shave. And you know what I'm saying, nice edge up. As you can see, you know what I'm saying, leaving the ash line with the razor as well, but that's how you know you got a fresh haircut, man. So just stick with it, go with it, and be with it. It's your boy Black Prince the Barber. Keep watching. Guys, you remember these trimmers right here? I put the line in with. So the only thing I'm doing right now is just going back behind myself, cleaning up, doing a little detail work with the trimmers. I put the line in, the first line of demarcation or the first initial guideline we're in with. You know what I'm saying? So just go back, use the corners. Don't matter how long it take you for to do it, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to go back, get the line out with the trimmers that you put the line in with. So that is the barber's #1 rule. Whatever you put the line in with, you take the line out with. So the haircut is coming about. So let's just get in this money. I mean, like Get Beam said, man, let's reach in this money bag and see what we can come out with. Alright guys, I'm glad you stuck around long enough to see the first beginning of the video, but you know what I'm saying, it's always the ending that counts. But you know what I'm saying, this is how my boy came in before the haircut. And with further ado, this is the final results right here. YouTube, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on post notification. If you already subscribed to my channel, please leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what type of haircut you guys want me to cut next. And you know what I'm saying, I can see, could I reach in my bag to get it and put it on YouTube for you guys. But it's your boy Black Prince the Barber, and I'm out. May God bless.